Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Tuesday, May 21st, 2013. Looking at scheduled news events for today, nothing exciting apparently happening today, so that's a good thing. So we can just move right along without any editorial comment from the guru. And let's take a look at our accounts right off the bat without wasting any time. Everything's looking really good except for Apple. Now, I have negative deltas on that trade, so that's a directional trade. That is a bearish trade, so we have a bear call spread on that particular position, and things are not looking real hunky-dory with that at this time. You can see that since we got in, expecting this trend to curl down, it didn't quite happen that way. It kind of violated some rules when I got into this particular trade as well. So shame on me for that. We might just be playing around with this moving average here. I'm not exactly sure. We can take a look here and see what we're looking at from a possible opening. We have already 900 traded, and it looks like a gap down, so we might just be okay for today. I was playing around with some stuff there, so don't let that distract you. I just got rid of it. Okay, so we may not have anything to worry about there. From a market perspective, let's jump over and take a look at the market real quick, and then we'll get back to other trades. Looks like we're going to be opening slightly down, and gold and silver are down this morning as well. And gee, I didn't look at oil yesterday, but we can see that oil here is up pretty high. I don't know if that has to do with the tornadoes. And by the way, I just want to say that my thoughts and prayers go out to the people in the Midwest that are affected by all those tornadoes. It's like horrible. I was watching some videos, and whoa, man, that was really something else. And it's not over yet, apparently. But anyway, thoughts and prayers go out to those people who are affected by the weather there in the Midwest. But oil popped up, and that's probably due to that, unfortunately. Okay, so back to our current portfolio. I can tell you that MasterCard, remember I put that limit order in at 525? Well, it sold. We can just put Master up here, MasterCard, and go back. Let's go back 7 days. So we got our 525 yesterday at 9:38.30. If we were to take a look at a chart, you can see that we had this nice run up right away when the market opened, and then it pulled back, and we got our limit on that. So that trade actually ended up making a small profit, and I'm always happy with a small profit versus a loss, any loss. And I'm sure all of you are too, so that's sort of saying the obvious, I guess you might say. Alright, so the Profit 10 portfolio account is kind of slim right now. So we'll be waiting until next week to start to load up on July positions. The Russell, that particular insurance policy so far has cost us only about max $10 between the two accounts, each account. So a total of $15 across all accounts, so that's not bad. Baidu really shot up yesterday. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but Pretty happy with that particular trade at this time. Remember, we were expecting a trend reversal here, and that's what we were talking about back here when we saw momentum start to move up, and price crossed the 50 MA, and actually the 50 MA turned up here on this little green mark here, and this is the day that we got in. And I always put the date on here, so on 5/9, that's the date that we got in. I always like to talk about good trades. So 5/9 is actually we got in on this candle, and then we got this move here today. So pretty happy with that particular trade, and because I got in really heavy on that, usually I don't do that, but I'm in with 10 or 20 contracts total, but 10 lots on this particular bull put. Almost everything else has a bearish bias, or I mean a bullish bias, as you can see by the delta. So the higher the delta, the better the trade should be doing. So we have a plus 52 delta on Baidu, which just indicates that it is a bullish spread, and it's pretty high delta, and it's doing well. Okay, let's take a look at the A plus list. We had a trigger on, or an alert set on CELG, and it never fired off. It hasn't fired off yet, so we'll be taking a look at that to see if it's still valid or not. Jumping over to Apple, may be in trouble with this particular one, but again, we may be gapping down at the open. So is this the time to add on to maybe a normal June expiration trade? Could be. We'll see if we get a hook down, and we'll look for that tomorrow morning. See if we got this target area here. We do have it on the long term, but I would like to see it on the short term as well. So if we gap down today, down here around 440 or so, that would be good. All right, Amazon. It's too early to put any alerts on Apple. Amazon, we're still kind of flat in a sort of a downtrend, although the price is above the 50 MA. So we'll just kind of be keeping an eye on that one. The Iron Condor is doing well on that particular one. We just looked at Baidu. I'm not going to look at it again. CELG, we had an alert on that, looking to see if we can get a move above here. Didn't get it. What are we looking like at the open here? Possibly gapping down slightly at the open. So not ready for anything there yet. I think though that our target is still valid here. I might just move this down a tad, and that's where we're going to sit with that one. All right. CF Industries, we have a June bear call, and we got in right around on this particular hook down, downtrend, hook down on stochastic, hook down on MACD. Good time to jump in. That's what we did. And nothing, no potential additional entries on that at this time. Chipotle, just steaming right on up, not giving us a opportunity to jump in. Not going to chase that at this time. Take that off of there. Gold, we're in on that. I just wanted to show you just a quick little thing on gold. Had a nice move yesterday, But looking at the futures, it looks like it's going to open down, and let's see if we're seeing that here. 33, yeah, we are seeing that already here, and there's been a lot of trades on this. I didn't know that. Wow, that's a lot of pre-market trades. So we're looking at a 133 open, which would be right here for today. So we're down in that, but I wanted to show you something right quick. I know I've talked about this before, but just want to show you how, when you look at, when you look over here at your profit and loss, and the stock is moving in the direction that you want it to move, but you're not showing any sort of profit yet, I can tell you why, and it has to do with our old friend implied volatility. So as implied, when you have a bearish trade like this is a bear call credit spread, and price, even though price is moving down, this white line, when volatility increases, sinks. So you have to work harder and wait longer to get to your maximum profit level up here at the red line. And I can illustrate that simply by just going in here and adding 5. I don't want to do that. Adding 5 to the volatility. Now, we're at $62 here, so if I add 5 points to the volatility, we end up at $146. It doesn't move the red line. Our max profit is still the same. It's just going to take us longer, and the price is going to have to move more. So on a bear call, the increased volatility is a good thing. Even though it takes you longer to make your profit, it's still a good thing. Now the opposite is true on a bull put, which we have on Baidu right now. So if we were to go take a look at Baidu on the Analyze tab, and we do the same thing, well, actually, as price moves up, volatility is going to what? Decrease. So you actually move to your maximum profit. The white line gets pumped up in this direction, and you actually get closer to your red line or your maximum profit quicker, as illustrated by this. So price is moving up, and we go, let's do -5. We're at 525 right now. Hit enter, and we go to 639. So when you're moving up, you get to your, on a bull put, price moves up, you get to your maximum profit line quicker. On a bear call, price moves down, even though it's moving in your favor, it's going to take you longer to get to your maximum profit. So it's going to look worse on your monitor when you're monitoring your activity and position. So don't worry about that. All right, so Chipotle, I think, is about where we left off. Maybe it was CF. Let's look at, yeah, we just got down to CELG. We'll look at CF. All right, we have a bear call on this one. So if we get downward movement, we'll get to our max profit quicker on that one. Chipotle. Nothing going on that. Marching right on up. I think we did cover that one. We were at gold. That's what it was. And so we left off at gold. So let's go to Goog. From gold to Goog. I feel like I'm speaking some sort of foreign language, of which I am no good at all. I don't know why I said that. Okay, Google, uptrend, stochastic, moving down. Possibly might give us an entry, a hook down here in the 40 range. Not sure. Everything else is just pointing to strong moves, so nothing there right now. Oops. A little bit of a delay. Goldman, chugging along really good here. I don't think we're going to get here. Look like we might be heading there, but nope, nothing right now. Goldman's looking good. Is there anything on the long term? No, nothing on the long term either, except to say that momentum's ticking up, but yeah, I'm going to stay away from that one. LinkedIn. Okay, we had an alert on LinkedIn just because I was afraid it was going to move down, and we had a pretty flat day yesterday, so I'm going to leave that alert on there. Master, we kind of beat that one to death slightly. So we are out of this on this side right now. Now it looks like as though we could have stayed in, but I freaked out a little bit, so we're going to delete that particular drawing. And we still are sitting here with these two positions, those two spreads. NFLX. We're looking for a secondary entry here, and we might get it. If we get a hook here, I'm going for it to add on to this position, just because it's just so dang strong right now. So, do I want to put an alert on? I guess I could. I don't know if I'm going to get in, but I'm going to put an alert on it anyway. Okay. Price line. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. You know, if you want to do something crazy, like just go ahead and buy a call on this thing. What I would do is buy an at-the-money call. If you want to analyze simulated trades, there's not enough time left on this, so you're going to be fighting against premium decay, time decay on that. But maybe a June at the money, it's delta 53, and for every dollar move you're going to get 50 cents if you do an at the money call. And yesterday it moved 825 to 842, so that would have been a nice little profit if you would have got in at the open right here at 825. I mean, you can trade like that too. You can just buy calls. I mean, this is probably a pretty safe one to just go ahead and do that, and hang on to it for a day or two and see what happens. As a matter of fact, I might just do that myself, but this is not part of the actual strategy that I actually use, so I'm not going to talk about it a whole heck of a lot. If I do buy one today, I'll let you know. All right, Panera made a really nice move yesterday, so it should have collected a boatload of money. 150 out of, let's look at the Analyze tab. We're almost at max profit there. Getting close, 220, we're at 150, we've got a ways to go. I wish you could adjust the scale too, like you can on charts. Okay, right. No other entry opportunities there. And last and not least is Visa, which did not have a good day yesterday, but not worried about it. We're doing just fine. There's a secondary entry opportunity. At this point, I'm glad I didn't take it. Secondary entry at this level here, primary entry at this level. Yes, ideally it should get down to the 20, but this was pretty good for a stock that is just screaming. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.